Hi everyone, welcome to Budweiser's Kings of Football show, the one show that helps you kickstart your EPL weekend, where you get banter, you get technical analysis, and sometimes you get some hosts in the studio hating on your boy. But anyway, I'm going to introduce my first hater, and he's been hating on me so much that I think the producers of the show felt, do you know what, Biola? You need to come closer to us, so we know if you're going to be merciful to him. So, Biola, I hope you're having a
no mercy. I'm actually closer now.
no. Now, just like that's not enough, they brought an extra. I don't know what Jimmy just left me for me to hang out to dry, but I have VJ Adams in the studio. VJ Adams, welcome to join us in the studio.
It feels great to be here with Tobi, Biola, and Bottle. I'm sorry. Also,
Jimmy, you see what I'm going through in the studio. I need Jimmy to be back. But talking about our last, let's say I'll call him our latest host in the studio. He is currently the best actor in Africa. And to show you how much he's having a great time. His club, Man City, are the champions of the English.
Come on! It's a winning season. It's a winning season. And by the way, don't judge me. Next season, if you see that I'm supporting Chelsea, don't judge me. As far as you're number one, the only team I won't support is Arsenal.
Wow.
But
because
anyway, they're never going to be number one.
Where they were number one for a long time.
We're number one for a long time.
When it did matter.
I know,
when it did matter.
You never
when
win.
It mattered,
They will never win. Is what I'm saying.
The funny thing about this season was, you know, like we had those stats where the team that was going into January leading the league, I think it was only Newcastle were the only ones that bottled it and didn't win the league.
Yep.
And as an Arsenal fan, you just kept telling yourself, there's no way we're going to join Newcastle in that horrible group.
Then you got to April. Somehow you got to April and it looked like...
I know. I think you called it as well. It was those games between...
it was the Liverpool game. Starting with the Liverpool game.
The West Ham game.
The real surprise for me was the Southampton game though.
Yeah,
but I felt like
they could have won that one.
Yeah,
I mean, they were 3-1 down.
Like I staked on it. So my beef with Arsenal is very personal.
It took money out of your pocket.
Because I thought like, Arsenal's on a roll. Southampton, that one should be a home run.
Well, anyway, for the last 2 weeks, I've been the king of the show. I've been able to get my predictions right reasonably, but we felt that as this is the final show for the season, I'm definitely going to miss all of you joining us on the Twitter space and all of you who have been watching us on YouTube. Thank you so much for all you've been doing for us on this show. But as this is the final episode, we all felt that it was going to be great to give back to all of you, our credible subscribers and listeners. And what we're going to be doing today is you will all stand a chance to ask us, the kings in the studio, questions, but all your questions will have to be limited to this current English Premier League season. So make sure you're fair with your questions. But the added incentive is the more people we have on the space, the more packs of Budweiser you're going to win. And also, if we're able to answer less questions than the ones that you've asked, you're also going to get more packs of Budweiser. But before we go into like the main part of the show today, Biola, looking at Man City, and I'm just trying to think about what next season would look like.
Yeah.
They've looked like by far the most dominant side we've seen in the past 5-6 seasons.
Yes.
Do you see any team challenging City next year?
It's difficult to see, to be honest. I mean, over the past 5 years, the only team that have run them close a couple of occasions were Liverpool. But typically in any of the major leagues in Europe, once you are in Europa, you are completely out of the title conversation because they're really, really difficult competition to manage. You play on Thursdays, typically backwaters of Europe, logistics are horrific. You play your games on Sundays, usually, when everybody else will have played on Saturday, so you're constantly playing catch-up. So every now and then you drop points. If Liverpool are not going to contend with them, it's difficult for me to see Arsenal doing as well as they've done this season because don't forget they will have to juggle the Champions League and the Europa League. The thing about the Europa League is that you can play a weekend side, so to speak. The Champions League, you are in trouble off the bat. So you are playing 2 games a week, with the same team. What Arsenal enjoyed this season was that they could keep a first 11, for most games, and so they were fresh up until the end, and eventually they still ran out of gas. So imagine if they are now juggling that, they're not juggling that with the Champions League. With Manchester United, I think that United are overloaded with a lot of players who just don't have the bottle for a title challenge. United haven't competed for the title, in 10 years, finished in top 4 only 3 times. So clearly, if you are depending on the present couple of players who are in United, I don't see a title challenge from them. Who else? Maybe Chelsea, again, in their evolution, you don't go from 12th to 1st. Or to 2nd or 3rd. That's just not how the EPL works.
I think when you look at Chelsea's situation, of course, the rumors that Pochettino is definitely going to come.
It's no longer a rumor. We're just waiting for official confirmation now. It's going to happen.
The problem is you look at that Chelsea side, and Vijay Adams, you can speak to this as well, because Man United played Chelsea during the week.
Oh, yes.
And it was a chance.
Okay, we played with them. We didn't play against them.
Exactly. Played with them.
Like,
I think that's the rightful way to put it. And you look at that Chelsea side. I mean, we know that in the Nigeria EPL space, the Chelsea fans are pretty much one of the loudest we've ever had. But this exactly. But this season
it's been quite a little bit. Really I called him last week and he was so jet. Hello, Biola.
They're really quiet. Do you really think that this is Chelsea? Literally, like this was a self-destruct button from them because they had a new owner come in. They tried to overhaul the squad with bringing in so many players. Where do you think Chelsea really got it wrong?
I think it's definitely from having a new owner come in and all of that change. It was just too much drastic change. And I think it never works in football when you just have that drastic change. You need to ease people into it. I think if they had maintained the squad and maybe just tweak it a little bit, a few changes here and there, it might have been better. Because when you watch them play against Man U, it was ridiculous. I'm a Man U fan. I was happy to win, but I'm like, what is going on here? What is this?
Yeah, I think they got it wrong from the moment they sacked Tuchel.
No, mine is Jose Mourinho. I'm such a huge
that was
Mourinho fan. And that was
many years ago.
The moment Mourinho packed his load and left, I left Chelsea. And since then, what has Chelsea done?
But you see, like, you know, because when Toby told me he's a Man City fan, I was thinking,
Yeah, like from where?
I've not seen so many Man City fans.
There are a lot of them cropping up now. So once you say you're a Man City fan, I know your type of guy. I know you've gone through like 4
Give me
clubs,
greener
and this is where you are right now.
That's exactly why.
Wait, I should not be now say I'm supporting Chelsea or Arsenal with all the.
No. But the thing is, obviously, if you're an Arsenal fan, you are accustomed to the heartache now. I think for myself,
How do you guys? Because clearly,
my brother is an Arsenal fan.
I know.
My brother has been an Arsenal fan from Henry days,
Right.
and I've seen the hardship my brother has had to deal with.
Yeah.
My brother has fallen out of love with football. So right now, my brother loves PlayStation because at least I'm winning.
At least I can control.
So imagine the hardship, and now you know how many kids he still can't say, "Oh, Arsenal won the league when."
Stuff. How many years now? So 20 years, yeah.
Yes, 20.
20. Wow.
What were you doing?
So for me, my problem with even Arsenal and teams not winning is I would rather you even play great football, right? Which was why I was excited for Arsenal this season.
Yeah, because
they started pretty good. I'm like, these boys are
football.
bad. These boys are bad. You know, I kept doing that, but I know that Arsenal.
But really, I'm
run out
really
of
curious
steam.
as to what happened because, like, they had it going. It was almost like at a point, you
So-
know, when that thing of you are about to win something and like it's just right there.
So this is
And
what
then
I
you're like,
this is
am
what
I
I
going to win? And
this is
then-
what I say to people. When Sir Alex Ferguson, came up with that squeaky bum time, this was maybe like 15 years ago, and then he had only Arsenal to challenge. Now every season you have Chelsea, you have United, you have like 4-5 teams
Newcastle and some
just
other
around you.
other smaller teams
Then,
that we just.
so if dealing with the pressure of one team, chomping at your heels was tough enough for him to say squeaky bum time. Imagine how Arsenal would have felt knowing that this City juggernaut are
still
coming.
sick,
And City had that one game in hand at the Etihad that everybody was waiting for.
Right.
And Arsenal's job was to go into that game and be able to afford to lose and then continue. But everybody just knew that once City, start to put those wins together, Arsenal were always going to falter.
The energy of the show is high. The face-off is about to start.
No. It is, but
Okay.
and which is what I was going to mention. So to all our listeners, so the extra incentive. So if we have 100 active listeners, you get a free 6-pack. We get 200 active listeners.
Wait, that's each person.
We get a
Each
free
person
12
gets a
pack,
6-pack.
and we get 300 active listeners. You get a free 24 pack.
I'm praying for the fans at home. By God's grace, we lose.
So that they can.
So that you can get your.
No, funny enough, I mean,
buds.
as an Arsenal fan,
Man,
I've
24 pack is not
I've
bad
lost
at
already
all.
this season, so
You
I
know,
don't
you're used to-
mind losing right now. I really don't mind losing right
Your
now.
misery is looking for company, right?
Exactly, and also you're also going to judge us a little bit. So we pretty much have like 40 seconds to answer the questions that you throw out. Also, that means 10 seconds.
But
each.
please, from this season, the question has to be from the 2022-2023 EPL season.
The first question we have now is, which player has the top speed in the league this season?
Top speed. I came across that data.
I came across that data actually, and they said it in the commentary in a game few
It's not
days
Sterling.
back.
If it's Sterling, you will know.
Top speed this
If it's
season.
Sterling, you guys will
Not
pick it
Raheem
up.
Sterling.
It's not
Is it
Ryan.
Trossard?
Kyle Walker. I'll say Kyle Walker.
No. This Chelsea Chukwe, that guy.
Is it Noni?
Madueke.
I think it's Noni
Madueke has
Madueke.
speed. Oh. Right now, I'm looking at FIFA.
Double one.
I think it's Noni.
So we're running out of time, guys. What are we going for? Walker
or Noni?
I think Noni.
I'll go for Noni.
Final answer Noni.
Because
if we fail, it's on both of you. Actually,
no, it's the Nigerian spirit.
It's on both of you. Final answer Noni Madueke.
Noni Madueke.
So,
Please, can someone tell us?
I think that's what that sound means.
What's the right answer?
Have no idea. We failed because it's Noni Madueke.
Modric.
How?
So 1-0.
So 1-0. So the
1-0.
fans, you guys are one ahead.
There's a flip to it. We didn't tell the audience. Whoever gets to ask a question and we fail, we get to follow you on social media.
So at the end,
true.
it's on VJ Adams and
Yeah.
Viola for fulfilling that for making us wrong with that one.
So
But yeah,
please, you have to call out the handles.
No, obviously
You have to call out the handle so that we can follow all of them.
we'll get your handles and then we would definitely follow you before or by the end of the show. But the second question we have is which club has played more shots against the Premier League champions this season? So that means
Brighton?
which team had more shots against Man City this season? You said Brighton, and I agree. I think it's Brighton.
Because
I remember that game.
yeah.
I would like.
Fairly recent.
I agree it's Brighton because of the confidence both of you said it. So Brighton.
I go with you.
Either Brighton or Newcastle. I rember City.
I don't
Newcastle was
confuse this
3-3.
now.
It was
3-3.
Yeah, it was a tough
But let's
game.
go with Brighton.
But I think it's Brighton.
Let's
Final
go with
answer Brighton.
Who asked the
No
question?
Noose.
Yeah, we got that one.
Oh, we got it.
So 1-1. We're back on track. The third question is which team has the lowest clean sheets in the Premier League? Southampton or Leeds?
No.
It has to be Southampton.
I'll go with Leeds.
Let me see.
Leeds can
Let me
defend
see.
to save their
No,
life.
they can't. They concede in every game.
I think it's Leeds.
Let's do Leeds. Leeds
let's
have been
do Leeds.
atrocious all season. Southampton started just a little. Let's do Leeds.
Leeds.
Leeds are final.
We're going
answer.
for Leeds.
Go for Leeds.
Southampton.
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 All right, because Nigerian scouts are definitely going to have to follow you on
Definitely.
Twitter. Actually, I think let me
He
try and
joins
do that
every
now.
show. We should actually deserve to be
All right, then
followed.
I've just followed you, Nigerian scouts. So thank you for that question. The next question we have is Marcus Rashford has scored 20 goals at Old Trafford this season. Since who? So it seems easy.
Since who?
Actually, I actually want to say Ronaldo, but I think Berbatov did it after Cristiano.
Let's
Final answer
do
is
Ronaldo.
Let's do Ronaldo.
Final answer, Ronaldo.
Or actually, we're missing someone.
Wait,
Who? Zlatan.
Rooney. What of Rooney?
Well, so Rooney had a season where he scored about 30-something goals. That was like his most prolific season. It's unlikely he got 20
Rooney,
of those.
Rooney or Ronaldo? Which one?
I think I'll do Ronaldo. Ronaldo did 40.
Ronaldo. Final answer Ronaldo. Is the final answer Ronaldo?
I love Ronaldo. So
Final
yes,
answer.
Rooney or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Final answer Ronaldo.
Who can he be? Rooney?
Who could he be?
Rooney.
It was Rooney. It was Rooney. This one is actually tricky again, and this is still from Nigerian Scouts. He said, "What teenager has scored the most goals this season?"
I like the silence in the room.
Saka is 20. Saka 20 or 21.
Did he start the season as a teenager?
I think he started as a 19-year-old, right? I was going to go for Garnacho, but I think I'll go Saka.
Bukayo Saka, Garnacho. Final answer, Bukayo Saka.
The question would lie strictly on Saka's age when the season started.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so final answer, Bukayo Saka.
Saka.
What?
Who could that be?
Evan
Ferguson.
How many league goals? 8 league goals.
How? The next question is, which team has the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season?
Most clean sheet, that should be Newcastle, right?
So, it's tricky because I know De Gea has kept the most clean sheets.
Oof. Yep, that's true.
So De Gea has kept the most clean sheets.
Should be Manchester United.
So it has to be Man
That's a very easy one.
Please give me that sound. Let me hear it.
Let's hear the
I
applause.
missed that sound.
That's it.
For a long
That's
time
it.
it was Newcastle, but
Yes, for a long
yeah.
time it was Newcastle. The next question we have is, how many times has Newcastle hit the frame of the goal this season?
How can that be a
No,
question?
that's
Seven.
not.
How can that
Seven.
be?
This is what we're saying. That's not
Seven.
the question.
We cannot accept this one.
That's not part of my
Tobi,
ears.
Tobi,
Seven.
are we going to accept this one?
No, we can't accept the question.
No. This one, you cannot pull any number.
I think it's fair if everybody picks a number and if any of that number is correct,
Close.
Okay.
we all win.
Okay.
I think
that's fair.
That's not a bad
Okay,
idea.
Tobi
So
said 7.
I says yes. I go with 7.
I'll do 9.
Right.
You're 9.
Yeah.
in the whole season.
Hit the
though.
woodwork. I'll
They'll
do
be,
4.
it will be more than
You
that.
do 4.
It will
I'll
be
do
more than that. 4K. If they are the most, it will be more than. In some games, you will the woodwork twice now. I'll do 16.
16.
Yes.
Okay, 16, 7, 4,
8.
8.
All of us. 25. Like,
Oh, you are close. You're
You're
close.
close.
like exactly.
Yes.
Go
If
higher.
they are the most, that means they
Let's
are
go
getting the
higher.
high. Do you
Wow.
All right, the next question is, who are the 3 players to score in the most Premier League games this season?
get? Kane,
Kane?
Haaland. I hope I'm not overthinking it. And Rash.
That's our final answer.
I think I'm not overthinking
Rash.
it.
So let's see.
I knew that man. You
Tony,
Actually, we're going to have to follow I am Presh90 on Twitter.
Where
I am
is he? I am
Presh90. I'm going to follow you on Twitter now. Congratulations. You've helped us continue our losing streak. Hopefully, we break out of this losing slump soon. The next question is, which team has the least bookings, yellow cards and red cards in the league this season?
possibly Arsenal. Look back. Any red card this season?
Arsenal. Yes.
What? West Ham.
That's why they will not even foul, because they are just there.
But there are many of them there.
No, but
there's
no,
Palace.
no, but
There are many for
Palace.
them.
We're going to follow you, Jude_Ace. The next question is, which striker has the least shot conversion rate in the league this season?
Vegas.
He doesn't even shoot.
We're in Vegas. We're in
A typical United fan is
He doesn't even shoot.
See, let me tell you something. Vegas supposed to go open supermarkets, but that making no bother.
What about Kai Havertz?
It was a flop.
VJ,
We'll
Kai
get to that.
Havertz.
Havertz.
Plays a lot. I was going to say messes up a lot.
Kai Havertz.
We should try Kai.
Final answer, Kai Havertz. We're at 6-5. We're not that far away.
Okay.
Final answer, Kai Havertz. Wow.
I even want to know this answer. What's the answer?
Darwin Nunes!
Hopefully we remember this one. So, which team did Manchester City and Arsenal have their first win against this season?
Their first wins against.
Arsenal's first game was away at Crystal Palace.
You guys should sort it out.
So,
man.
I know. So,
What's our business?
Why are you doing like this?
I beg.
Where's your team spirit?
Crystal Palace.
Where's your team spirit?
telling you.
Southampton. I know I'm this one. If I get it,
So for Arsenal, we're saying Crystal Palace. For City, we're saying it's Southampton. So which part was wrong? City was
okay.
West Ham. So Toby, let me give
Scoreline
you
now, please.
Toby, let me give you the handle. So you need to follow this person, and
9-5. We are down bad.
the
man.
handle you need to follow is
Did you get
Tunde
9-5?
9-5, yeah.
the
Yes.
walls.
So-
Oh, you follow me already. I follow you back.
The next question is, which team has scored the lowest amount of goals in the English Premier League this season? Everton or West Ham?
So we're going for Everton because I'm going for West Ham.
You're going for West Ham.
But three
What-
of you are
what
going
do
for
you say?
Everton.
Saying Everton.
Adam.
I'm leaning towards Everton, to be honest.
Okay,
Okay, let's do
Everton it
Everton.
is.
Everton it is.
Who's correct?
Wolves.
Oh, are they even in the league? Wow.
But let me just quickly remind them. So listen, while you sending your questions, please fill the Google form, and you need this password BOD KOF finale to fill the forms. That's the only way we can track anybody that is getting any kind of beer.
Because you
It's
are
very
leading
important.
us. And by the way, if you don't fill the form, you don't get the beer because you guys are leading and it's looking like,
This,
I don't know
yeah,
when
beer
this
is
this
coming.
this one is a United question. What was the last Premier League team Cristiano Ronaldo played against?
The Tottenham match is what I can is the last
Yeah, that was-
memorable thing
yeah,
I
that
have
he
in my
did, yeah.
mind.
But he didn't play.
Yeah, he didn't
But the
come on.
question
I
is,
know.
Which game
Was the last game he played?
The last one he played.
That's such a great question.
Look at me like Aston Villa. I think I might be wrong.
Sorry, let me call Ronaldo.
Oh my days. Toby, please don't start.
Let's not waste time. Let's try Aston Villa. It's difficult.
Finance
to
is
remember.
Aston Villa.
Yes!
That's good.
Hey,
The next one is which player has completed the most passes this season?
most passes completed.
De
De Bruyne.
No,
No,
no.
no. Those are chances created.
The guy from
He
Fulham.
completed passes.
Paulina? Is it Paulina or Paulino or whatever?
Is he the most passes or the
Completed
most
passes. It can't be. Who did you call it again?
Paulina, the guy at Fulham.
Let's try dunk.
Let's try dunk.
Let's try
A lot of all Brighton build-up styles with dunk.
Yeah, let's try dunk.
Final
it
answer
is.
is dunk.
Okay, no, you bad.
I told you, Brighton. He had to. I told you, it had to be one of. It had to be one of them.
I would have never.
It had to be. It had to be Caicedo or Dunk. Yeah.
He'll put his feet up.
It had to be him.
Pass back to him. They pass the ball to themselves a lot, and then they will initiate a quick transition.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah.
By the way, the password, guys.
Yes, for the password to fill the Google form, remember, put it in all small letters. All small letters, Bud KOF finale.
No. The next one, this one is fairly easy. Which team has scored the most goals at home?
Be sitting now.
It's City. If you have Haaland scoring all those goals, it's
Yeah,
City.
it'll be sitting.
Don't worry, we won't
Sorry,
overthink
camera
this
should
one.
not show me.
It's City. 100% City. What's
got the most goals at
Yeah,
home.
it has to be
It has to be
City.
It's
Of course, huh?
Of course, it's City.
What was that? Like they say, delay is not denial. So we got that one. The next question we have is, how many assist contributions does Olise from Crystal Palace have?
I think De Bruyne did 16, right? Odegaard did 12. Olise 10.
11.
11.
Adam, can you try?
Let's try 11.
Let's try 11.
Yeah.
Final answer 11.
Final answer 11.
And if we get this one, we're going to tie. Oh my.
What's the answer?
I was already counting. 10.
Oh my!
See me, I was already counting my eggs. The next question is, how many Richarlison goals were disallowed this season?
I
So
remember
many times he
two.
took his shirt off.
No, not so
I
many times.
remember two.
I remember two.
I remember 3.
So should we go over or under?
I remember 3.
You remember 3. Can't be the 2 that I remember. I think it's 2.
Are you guys sure?
Let's do 3.
Oh,
Think
we'll try
about
three.
it too.
Don't
Let's do
worry.
three.
Three
Let's do
final
three.
answer. Three. No, we didn't.
What do you guys have done without me here? What do you have done without me?
What? Nothing.
Which team has the most corner kicks this season?
No answer has been had the Man U related answer, and just because of that, in that moment,
Toby, your reason is incredible because we've not anything Man United related. Let's say it's United.
and it will shock you again that I'm right.
Biola, which team are you leaning towards?
City.
Most corner kicks.
Did you say Man U?
Yeah.
Don't be saying Man U just because he wants Man U.
Most
to
corner
just
kicks.
because.
Is that a question?
I mean,
Just
it can be
because.
Man U United.
Chelsea.
You know?
Chelsea.
Most corner kicks. Going forward, Chelsea are useless. I don't think so.
Looking at most corner kicks. To be honest, personally, I'm leaning towards
I don't
City
think
actually.
Okay, so we go with City. The
Lots
answer.
of shots,
Yeah,
lots of cutbacks.
City, Man City final
No,
answer.
let it be on record that I went for Man U.
Or what?
You know, what's the correct
What's the
answer?
correct answer? Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Wow.
The next question is
Final question.
Yeah, final
which
question.
This is the final question. So also look through, please.
This is the final question.
Final question for this season.
And we have lost to. So this last question.
This one, actually,
Help us to help
I
us.
think the answer to this one is a United player.
Mm.
Which defender has made the most last-ditch tackles this season?
Why do you think it to be a United player?
Wan-Bissaka.
Last ditch tackles.
Yes, has to be Wan-Bissaka.
Last ditch tackles. I mean, not like I'm not sure.
It has to be Wan-Bissaka.
Okay, let's do it. Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka actually.
Wan-Bissaka final answer.
Yes! Yes!
I mean,
Yes!
we may have
Yes!
lost, but we
Yes!
ended where we
Absolutely, man.
Exactly. we have lost, but we ended with a win.
Yes!
I'm definitely taking
Yes.
those
bad.
ones.
We tried.
You know, bad.
Nope.
What was final scoreline?
What's final scoreline?
12. Not bad.
And you
Not
know
bad,
they
not
were
bad.
you know we let them win, right?
Yeah, because a couple of close shaves.
Like, these are the best football analysts in the whole of
we
Nigeria,
had to
and we
do
just
that.
we just let you
No,
guys have it.
No, but talking about the way we ended, Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
I mean, we have two United fans in the studio here today, and most United fans feel like United need a new right back. Wan-Bissaka, for me, when I look at him, he's one of the best defensive right backs or full backs in world football.
Yep.
But going forward, he doesn't give you anything.
Yeah. Also in build up phase.
So the question now
useless.
is, if you're Ten Hag, what do you do with the right back position?
So I sell every other right back, keep Wan-Bissaka, and bring in my own type of right back. But he's a good guy to have
on your team.
Yeah, he's a good guy to have.
For some, when you need to hold
last ditch tackles.
When you need to just
when you have a player who's making a lot, that means you should have him. So I'm going to sell Diogo Dalot or whoever else, but I'll keep Wan-Bissaka.
We're going to go through, like, just pass through the studio. Of course, we know that, like we said at the beginning of the show, this is going to be the final Budweiser Kings of Football show for the season.
Yep.
And I would like to get Tobi, I'll get some of your season awards. VJ Adams, you as well. I'll get yours, Biola, and also mine. And also we'll try and open, if we have some time, to open it to our credible listeners to tell us who they think the season award should go to. So
Let's go.
I'll start with VJ Adams. So just give me, who is your player of the season?
Player of the season.
This is not difficult. Don't worry.
I mean, naturally, everyone will go for Haaland, right?
100%.
But just looking at it again, you know, there's some other players, like De Bruyne was excellent. Like, if you take out De Bruyne from that team, Man City would miss you. But
he only functioned as well because Haaland was there.
Like, you know, but so
there's distraction. Haaland is distracting defenders. He's pulling.
So Haaland was,
so he can play.
Okay, so on the basis of him just coming newly to the league and performing on that level,
I'm breaking the record.
Haaland, I'm
breaking the goal scoring record.
Yeah, Haaland.
And manager of the season.
Manager of the season is Pep.
No, Arsenal.
Pep.
I'll go with Arsenal's manager.
You won't go for I mean,
Ten Hag.
No.
Who?
Eddie Howe. Newcastle.
He did something special with them, to be honest.
They'll be in the Champions League next year.
But for me, why I celebrate Pep beyond people say it's Arab money, but there are a lot of clubs that have access to money as well, is how he's been able to build an AI team. Because those boys, they don't play like footballers, they play like robots.
Flop of the season.
For Fofana,
Modric.
No,
for Chelsea.
That's Chelsea. Fofana now.
Who? Flop of the season.
Yes.
Fofana. Who that?
The defender guy.
Oh, Koulibaly.
No.
Wesley Fofana.
Yes.
They didn't buy him. They bought him last season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Modric.
Because he had a ridiculous season.
Is it Modric or Modric?
Modric. All right. Just before, let me. I'm going to open the space up. Peregrino, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Tell us who you think your player of the season is, your manager of the season, and who do you think is the disappointing signing of the season?
Yeah, for me, my player of the season it's a no-brainer. It's Haaland. Like, he has won 2 of the player of the season awards. There's the one that was, I think, the Football Writers Association, and the one he won this morning, the ES.
If you come to a new league and you break the goal scoring record, you're player of the year.
If you break the goal scoring record in the first season, you have to win it. There's no other person. Like, it's mental what he did in his first season, you know, and he did it so easily. So he did it with games to spare, and you know. So I think Haaland, for manager of the season, I think I would have said Pep because I'm a big fan of him, but I will give it to Eddie Howe, because of what he did with Newcastle. Arteta could have been if they won the league, but unfortunately they had to bottle it. Sorry to Ozo.
No, it's all good.
Are we not being
we're running a little bit out of time.
Yeah.
So who will be your worst signing of the season?
Every big money signing that Chelsea made. They're all the
Brother, take it easy now.
Thank you for joining us on this space. United against Glazers. Could you just go ahead and unmute yourself? Tell us who your player of the season is, your manager of the season, and who has been the most disappointing signing of the season.
For me, the player of the season, obviously, it has to be Haaland. The coach, the manager of the season, then I'll go with Roberto De Zerbi, because looking at the last match against Manchester City, having 20 shots on against Manchester City. Okay, people would say, okay, fine, Manchester City have won the league and cool. Nice. But then we saw Chelsea against their team B, and they couldn't even do anything. And then what's the third one? Oh, the most disappointing signing. I would have said Potter, because they signed him too. So, but then I won't say Potter, because every player Chelsea signed, they were signed into a team that is not functioning. So for me, it's not even a Chelsea player. For me, it's Weghorst, Because how can you be in that Manchester United team and you cannot even score up to 5 goals? So it has to be Weghorst for me. Weghorst is the most disappointing signing of the season for me. So thank you guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, super.
The question now is, how can this team bounce back next season?
Or what else will they throw away?
How can they hold it and not throw it away again?
It's definitely going to be, it will be an interesting season for Arteta and Arsenal as a football.
By the way, do you need? I can buy you a Man City jersey.
Yeah,
I,
right.
so
When's
for
your
me,
birthday?
I think Arsenal might be a coach problem because I just wonder what you tell the players. Because I feel like if Pep was Arsenal's coach, they will step up. Because I feel like Pep bullies these players. Like, listen,
But Pep honestly can't work with this quality of players.
Oh, he can't.
He can't.
Pep-
then Arsenal should change the quality of players.
It takes a lot of money. They are not sponsored by Qatar and
You
Abu
don't have the
Dhabi.
finance. Thank you for being on Budweiser Kings of Football show with
Uh-oh.
us, and we can't wait to see you all next season. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
All right.
Goodbye.
Peace out. Love and light.